And we are live. I think we're live. Hello, everybody.
Hello, hola.
Yes, we're live today. We are here to answer questions for concept roles, entertainment, childcare, and we also have a blue guy sitting over here. Yeah, but first, before we start, we want to know, where are you watching from? So put it in the comments, right? Where are you watching from? Where are you tuning in today from? Yeah. We are sitting here in Gran Canaria, in Tui Blue, Bahia Feliz. Fantastic hotel. You can see sun is shining behind us. We have warm weather. We want to know, how's the weather at yours? So drop it in the comments. Let's see. And like we said, today we are here to, any questions you have, we want to answer them. We work here in Tui Blue, Bahia Feliz, in the concept hotels. So anything related to Tui Blue or Tui concept hotels. Any questions you have, if you're thinking, I don't have a job yet for summer, come and ask us the questions. We have the answers. Yeah. Yeah, let us know in the comments, where are you coming from?
Oh, we have a comment. Hello from Aberdeen in Scotland.
Hello to Scotland. Yeah.
Greetings from Gran Canaria. We have some Scottish people, I think, here as well on holiday, and amazing people. How's the weather in Scotland?
And from Turkey as well. Hello from Turkey. Hello to Turkey. Yeah. Nice to have you here in our YouTube live today.
Someone from Belgium.
And UK, yeah.
UK and rainy.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot. Yeah, we have also someone from Greece joining.
Hello.
Fantastic. Yeah. So very international today. While you still write where you're from, we can quickly introduce ourselves. Where are we from? I can start. So my name is Janek. I'm from Germany, and I've been working with TUI now almost 10 years. So this year will be my 10th year with TUI. I've done a few different roles. I've been a fitness instructor, entertainment host, activity host, team leader. So yeah, any questions you have also about entertainment specific, I'm more than happy to give you the answer. And yeah, that's me.
And hello, my name is Alexandra. I am from Greece, from Thessaloniki. I started working for TUI about 4 years ago. Started as a kids club host in Greece, and then started working in Spain as a kids club host and baby club host. And now I'm the childcare supervisor here in Gran Canaria in Bahia Feliz.
So I'm the bonus today. My name is Raul. I'm actually from here, from the Canary Islands. So I do like to call Gran Canaria my home. And I've been working now for TUI for 3 years, but I haven't changed roles because I'm in love with my role. It's a blue guy. You might have heard of this, like a hotel rep, but we're kind of like, I would say, the special version, the more elite version. So today we'll use this opportunity, this wonderful opportunity that we have to explain what do we do, and so you can have live hand-on experience on what is it like to be working in one of the best places, my island, Gran Canaria, in the world.
Exactly. Yeah, like you can see, lots of experience, different job roles. So any questions you might already have, pop them already in the comments, write them down. We're here to answer them. So just let us know. I don't think we have any questions yet. That's no problem. If any questions come up over the time, just anytime pop them in the comments. We can maybe start by introducing our job roles, our few different job roles separately. So maybe we start with the entertainment jobs. So in the concept we have a lot of different opportunities, and we have entertainment roles. Entertainment roles are mainly for family entertainers, activity hosts, entertainment and activity hosts. We have a few different names for it, but in general, it is always to entertain the guests, to make sure the guests in the hotel have fun. Then your usual day would be structured. You work in the daytime, offering different activities That is different games you play with guests, different challenges, and a lot of guest contact. So speaking with the guests, being there for them, answering kind of questions they might have, and also, just making sure the fun in the hotel is going. In the evening as well, the entertainers are always there to host game shows, host mini discos, and host different kind of evening elements to keep the guests entertained throughout the night. The biggest difference, I would say, in concept units is we have different kind of concepts. We have concepts where we have families in the hotels with children, and we have also hotels with only adults. Yeah. So what you would prefer? TUI would always usually look at and put the people in the right places, and people who, for example, like to dance, who are very outgoing, who like to really chat with people, dance on stage. For these is really the family concepts, because in these hotels we have mini discos, we have different dance shows that you will perform. And in adult-only hotels, it's more like hosting a quiz, moderating, game shows, these kind of things, where you're the moderator on stage leading these game shows, and always, put the fun in the middle, make sure the guests are entertained. If you have fun, the guests will also have fun. Yeah, so this is a very quick overview for entertainment halls.
I think Yannick, I'm not an entertainer, but we love collaborating sometimes as well. And isn't it so good when you're on stage leading games and people are clapping for you, are actually enjoying and participating? Such a good feeling, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's very true. And Raul speaks from experience there, because even if you're not an entertainer in concept roles, you get involved, with the overall team, and get to know the guests, get to know the team.
We have a question from Instagram. What's it like working for TUI? Alexander, what do you think?
What is it like working for TUI? I mean, every day can be different. You will never be bored. You can do something different every day. You meet a lot of people from different places. And you get to see and do different things all the time.
Yes. Yeah. Every day is different, I would say. Like you say, it's a very broad job. You meet so many different people. If it's in the TUI teams or if it's with the guests, your schedule might look similar every week, but every day is kind of a different experience. You never really know what to expect, and that's what makes it very exciting in my eyes.
I see a question about childcare. What is the age group for the childcare? The age group can be from 0 to 12 years old. You have the opportunity to work either as a baby club host. That means you take care of babies from 0 to 3 years old, or as a kids club host, meaning you take care of kids from 3 to 12 years old. If you have already a qualification, it is good. But if you don't, you can also enroll to do the TUI qualification, and you can do it during your season.
I think that answered it pretty well. We have another question from Instagram. Do you work on weekends? That's an interesting question. And with the schedules in TUI, it's always ensured that you have your day off, but it doesn't mean that your day off is on the weekends, because our units, our hotels usually have a 7-day program. We have guests arriving and leaving almost every single day. There will always be days where more guests arrive or leave, like a arrival departure day. But in general, we work flexible. We have usually a set day off that we have, but it doesn't have to be on the weekend. Because the hotels are open on the weekend. The guests are here on the weekend. They want to be entertained. They want to have a kids club. They want to have service also on weekends. Perfect. Then we have another question from Instagram. Is there a company pension, or you have to be local? That also depends really on your contract type, on the contract you have. In most cases, even if you are a posted worker, you would have a local kind of contract. So in Spain, we have a Spanish contract. So this would then go through that contract, but we don't have a specific company pension. This would all go via the official contract types. So again, these informations you can get from your local HR teams in resort that can give you a very specific answer on that for each and everyone, very individual. Oh, someone also commented he used to be entertainment team manager for various resorts for TUI about 10 years ago. Yeah, very nice to see you here today. Yeah, and role as entertainer is such fun. I can only agree. Yeah, it's I'm still here now after 10 years, and this is always like it's so much fun to be in the hotels, be with the guests. Can only agree with that.
We have another question. I finished uni and got my bachelor in social work. What job opportunities do I have with TUI? Well, we always recommend. So TUI is such a big and international company. There's so many roles available. I would highly recommend that for contact with us, you can look at the careers page, right? And you can see all the roles, and you can even ask us questions. Today we're talking about entertainment, childcare, and even what it is to be a blue guide. And of course, once you look at the job opportunities, we highly recommend that you apply for them for something that you like, something that you want to try out. And of course, our team will get in touch with you and go through a normal interview process.
Yeah. I see another question. Someone was hired, but received an email that you are in the talent pool. And if that is a normal or if we should fix something, I can say this is pretty normal because we are a very big company. We have a lot of different hotels, a lot of different resorts. The talent pool means that you are ready to work. We're just looking for a fitting hotel for you, a fitting placement. So you should get an update once a right position is found for you, and then you will be moved there and you will receive that update. So to be in the talent pool is very normal, especially at this stage, because the company the season is about to start. Yeah, and some units already. I mean, here we're sitting in the Canary Islands. The hotels are open all year round. Other hotels start in April, May, some hotels even already in March. So the positions have to be filled. If there's no position for you available right now, then you will be in the talent pool until the position is found for you, but you will be updated via your email and someone will be in touch with you. Then next question, again, entertainment. Does entertainment also mean singing and dancing or not necessary? Very good question. And I can say from my own experience as well, you don't necessarily have to sing or dance. I can sing. I can barely dance. Yeah, I learned it over the last years. But no, in general, with the TUI entertainment job roles, it is always a bonus. It is always amazing if you can sing, dance. You can always work that in. However, it is more important how your personality is. Also, this dancing, if you, for example, work in a family unit, in a family resort, there will be dancing involved, absolutely. In the evenings, there is some mini disco shows, dance shows, but kept to a minimum or kept to a very basic level. And again, a lot about the fun. You don't have to be a professional dancer, but for example, when we have a mini disco, then it will be good if the person who dances looks like they enjoy themselves. Yeah, so that will be your biggest asset. You don't have to be an absolute professional dancer, but you need to have maybe fun with dancing. If you say dancing or singing is not for you at all, it's also fine. We have also entertainment positions, for example, in adult-only units, and typically there is not so much dancing. Yeah, over there it's more moderating. It is more playing games, but there's not so much dancing involved compared to a family unit.
Okay, I think we have another question from Instagram. Are there opportunities for UK nationals? Yes, of course. We welcome all nationalities. I think that's what's my favorite part about working with TUI. We have such a multinational team and we get to learn from so many different nationalities. And of course, at the moment, we're also looking for certified football coaches from the UK or EU. So please be welcome to look at the careers page and apply, of course.
I see another question. Would you live on the resort or somewhere near the resort? Where that really depends on the destination. In some destinations, you can live very close to the resort or sometimes even in the resort. In some other destinations, it can be a little bit further away. Depending on how far it is, we might be provided with a bike or a car.
Yeah, pretty good. Then there's another question from Instagram. Can I say if I want a smaller hotel complex or a bigger one? It's an interesting question. You can always, of course, mention it in your interview. Once you apply for TUI, you have first a digital assessment and then an interview with also someone from TUI. You can already mention it there and say what you would prefer, because we want also to put the people into the right places, of course. Then also at the end of the season, coming forward, there's always discussions about how do you want to continue. You know, there's throughout the seasons different kind of meetings where you would speak with your direct manager, saying how do you feel in your role? Do you want to develop, or maybe you want to try a different resort, different hotel, maybe even a different concept. But in TUI, like we say, the opportunities are it's such a big company, so many different opportunities. So if there's hotels you maybe prefer, then mention that. We can always try. However, it's not promised, if we can say that. Yeah.
Second question, can you tell me a bit more about how I can become a childcare supervisor? Well, sometimes if you have some experience in childcare, you can directly apply for a job role as a childcare supervisor. But also you can start as a kids club host or a baby club host, and then you can like level up to being a supervisor.
Yeah, nice. Another question is, do you need any childcare qualifications for the entertainment team? If you're working in the entertainment team specifically, you don't need childcare qualifications. What we ask for is the police check. Yeah, if you work with children, you need to have a valid police check. Otherwise, there's no childcare qualifications needed for the entertainment role.
Yeah, regarding the qualification for childcare, if you work as a baby club host, then you will need a level 3 qualification. For kids club, it's not necessary. It is good if you have it, but if you don't, you can also enroll to do the 2E1, and you can do that during your season.
Yeah, we get a lot of questions in. Thank you so much, everyone. And the questions today are specifically about entertainment and childcare concept job roles in TUI Blue. There's also some other questions coming in about some positions in Hanover. Again, this is nothing we can answer today, because today we are focusing on these concept roles. So if you have anything specifically towards entertainment, childcare, service in TUI Blue resorts, give us a shout. There's one question coming in: is there a minimum of months you have to apply for? I'm guessing that means if it's a minimum length of contract season. Let's say it like this: the seasons can be very different within TUI. Yeah, typically a season lasts around, I would say, 6 months. Yeah, but it depends again. Some destinations open a little bit earlier and close a bit later. Some destinations, like the Canary Islands, they are open the whole year round. Yeah, so every destination works a little bit different. And the shortest season, usually we have some specific jobs that are high season only. Yeah, that is people who are coming to the hotel to support for the high season. This would usually be the swim coach, football coach, and high season support for the teenagers. And these are typically 2.5 to 3 months long. And I would say this is usually the shortest role you can have within the TUI concept. Okay, question from Instagram: how is the salary and the working hours? Again, we can't give too specific answers on this one, because it really depends on your contract type. Where are you working? And it will always follow the local legislations, of course. What we can mention is that apart from the salary, there's a lot of benefits that we have with TUI, and you get all the details from your local HR team. Yeah. Also, when you do the recruitment, when you apply online. When you have your interview, they will have for your job role the specific information about salary. Because like we say, there's childcare roles, entertainment roles, service roles. There's so many different roles. It is very hard to give one specific answer for the salary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would also say when you go, if you want to know more about salaries and the working hours, you can always head over to our careers page and you will find it in the job description. Being such an international company, I can tell you salaries are very competitive and it's very open as well. As I said before, you can just go into our careers page and under the job posting, in the job description, you will find what each role, what salary pertains to each role.
Yeah, perfect. One question is, how does a typical day in entertainment and childcare look like? That's a very interesting question. Also, if you want, you can find a lot of videos on our YouTube careers page. Yeah, there's a lot of videos of entertainers, childcare in the hotels filming themselves, telling about how the day look like. But yeah, we can give you a very quick overview now. Yeah, as entertainer, because today we are in TUI Blue Bahia Feliz. We will focus on the family entertainer. Yeah, the family entertainer goes into the hotel in the morning. A typical day starts around 10 o'clock for an entertainer, I would say. Again, the schedules are different in resorts. Then you work, you go in, you welcome the guests, you greet them, you say good morning, you walk through the hotel, and then of course you have your entertainment program. So we have different kind of activities, games. In our family units, we also have characters. So that is some big characters here. We have the TUI 3000. It's a robot who will go through the hotel to say good morning to everybody. And yeah, we play games. We also dance around the pool. But our main office, let's say, is around the main pool, is on activity areas. Then typically we would go back, have a longer siesta, and come back in the evening to host the mini discos, to do some dancing with the children, do some game shows, quiz shows, and we would be on stage or off the stage. Yeah, speaking with the guests, being with the guests, and yeah, finishing the day with them. Yeah.
Well, about childcare, yeah, your typical day usually will start maybe around 9:30, depending on your resort. Well, we prepare for the morning session. We have sessions that the kids stay alone with us, and they can have different topics every day. And also you can have like parent and toddler activities where the parents with the kids join for that together. So that is in the morning. You can be either in the morning session or in the parent and baby activities. When that is finished, we usually have like a lunch break, and then we come back for the afternoon, when is again similar as the morning. Every day it can be some different topic. It can be like a different activity. We can have also the family fun activities. So yeah, and after that, sometimes we can have the evening session, which is like, for example, we can have like the boat party that is also for 2 hours in the evening. So every day looks a little bit different from the other. No day is like exactly the same.
Okay. Well, since I'm here as well, let's add some that. I also want to explain what's a blue guide, how do we work, and what does a typical day as a blue guide look like. So we come in the morning, we would say around sometimes at 8, sometimes at 9, depends on your schedule, but we normally start our day with, we have the strongest day in the morning, to be honest. That's when our guests are bright up and running and they come to us with questions. We also go into welcome meetings. So if we're looking for the summer, we'll have UK welcome meetings. We also have some German welcome meetings, Dutch, French, from all the languages, because you are in quite a very strong multinational team. And then, of course, in our times where we're at the desk, where we have our own reception and it's a bit slow, we go out and look for the guests as well. So, of course, we are with the entertainers as well. They're talking to us. We're speaking to the childcare as well. How is everything going? We look for guest satisfaction. How are they doing? How's the food? How's the restaurant? Have a conversation to actually get to know them as well. We also do in the morning some departures. So I think that's one of the saddest part of the job. because when a guest is here for 1 or 2 weeks, saying bye to them, sometimes it's a little bit hard, I think, for everyone.
Yeah.
Because you build such a relationship, and then we also welcome new guests as they come fresh off the coach from the airport and they're tired. We help them, check them in. We show them everything and see how it is, how it's going to be. We give them a little bit of information, and then we invite them to the welcome meeting. And actually, I'm going to take this opportunity as well. What's the best part of the role? I think I would like to start with that as well. What is so satisfying, I would say, as a blue guide, is to see how your actions, even though it's quite little, let's say putting a bottle of cava or decorating a birthday for a room, has such a big impact on a guest's holiday. Like how they can turn this around. You know, they don't expect anything, and suddenly they get this really good service from you. How it makes them happy, and how we can directly impact with such little effort as well on their holidays and make them happier. What would you say?
I would think something similar, like just putting a small stone on making like a family's holiday a little bit better and giving them like the best time that they could have. Also, I would say, like for the kids club, sometimes for me it's very nice to see a side child that was shy in the beginning, like coming to the session and making friends and having a good time. That is always a nice feeling.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can just add to that. Yeah, I think it's such a good feeling for yourself when you go to the hotel and the guests actually know you, yeah, and they give you a wave, they give you a high five, things like this. It makes such a big difference to your day to day. And yeah, just getting this direct feedback. It's a job that gets a lot of feedback. Yeah, like the guests will tell you what they think. And in most cases, they will tell you all how great everything has been, how much fun they had, how much they love your energy, and all these kind of things. And I think this gives so much for yourself, yeah. And it's great to hear. And this is definitely one of the big plus points of this job. Yeah, we do get a few more questions in. We had one question: what's the difference between TUI Blue and TUI Magic Life? Yeah, so TUI Magic Life is just another like hotel brand, also focused on all-inclusive holidays. The jobs are very similar, but we have a few differences, and you can find out more about TUI Magic Life also on the website. I myself, I've never worked in the Magic Life. I don't think it's similar but different. Yeah, so make sure to check out the TUI Magic Life website for that as well. In TUI, like you see, we have a lot of different hotel brands, hotel concepts. TUI Blue is one of our flagships, one of the biggest ones. And yeah, for the other brands, we have a lot of information on our websites. Another question from Instagram: do you have sort of a holiday? So I'm guessing that's for yourself. Yeah, if you have holidays in your contract. And yes, yeah, we have in our contracts, again, depends from destination to destination, how much exactly and how it will look like. But yes, you do have holidays. What's important there to know is that we have to usually consider peak times in our hotels. So peak times usually are August. So for us personally, it will be very tricky to take a holiday in August because the hotels are full, the guests are paying a lot of money. However, there's other times where the hotels are more quiet, maybe less guests. So that's also time where we can take our holidays. And
I think you can't forget to mention that in high season, if you want to travel out of your resort, it's very expensive.
exactly.
So it's actually for your advantage.
Yeah.
At low seasons, you can travel cheaper as well.
And maybe one thing there as well with the holidays is when you take a holiday, yeah, you're already in a holiday destination. Yeah, you're already here.
Yeah.
You don't if you want to. Usually we use our holiday to go back home, yeah, see the family. But also if you have a few days holiday in resort, the beach is right next door. Yeah, because usually our hotels are at very nice locations. As you can see right behind us is the beach. The sun is shining. So even on your day off, you can use all these perks in your destination.
Or you can explore the island.
As well.
Yeah, a lot to explore. Yeah.
Then we have another question that says, how many new people do you usually see come into a hotel each day? I get it can vary from season to season. Well, if you want me to give you a rough estimate, but you need to bear in mind that before we give you the numbers, for example, I think the entertainers, you are a team of 9 or 10 people.
Yeah.
Childcare, you're a bit more,
14.
14, and we are 9 blue guys. So we are, I would say, really equipped to cover these kind of arrivals. But normally in the winter, we would say around 700 to 900 people a week, and much more in the summer. But it's, I can tell you right now, it's an amazing experience, seeing people in, making those moments. And as I said before, the hardest part is saying goodbye.
Well, I see another question. How do you communicate well with the children? Because I guess they don't speak the same language. Yes, that is true. Depending on the hotel again, sometimes you can be like in a only UK unit or an only German unit. In this case, if you're in a German unit, for example, you will need to speak German. However, here we are in an international hotel, so the kids can be from Sweden, from Norway, from UK, from Germany, from different countries. We have people working here also from different countries, but of course it can't be like a Swedish speaker all the time in every session. We learn how to communicate with the kids without necessarily needing to say the words. We can learn from our colleagues, like if we have a Swedish colleague, they can teach us how to say some basic things in Swedish, but then we all know how to communicate with the kids and in a way that is non-verbal. And also, if we're playing a game, for example, I can have maybe like 5 English kids. I explain to them how we play the game, they start doing it, and then the other ones see and they copy it. So it's not necessary that we all speak the same language. We find other ways to do it.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, and if you have any more questions, like first of all, thank you so much for so many questions. Yeah, it's really interesting questions as well. If you have any more, please put them in the chat now, because we're about to wrap up. Yeah, so anything else you really want to know, put them in the chat. And perfect. But I think we've got some very good questions already today. Yeah, I hope we could help also with the information. Yeah, that you maybe learned a little bit today.
I hope you also come and tell us. We saw you in the Instagram feed, and that's why we joined TUI.
Yeah. No, but honestly, it's a great opportunity in TUI. Like we say, we have so many different kind of parts of the job. You can even if you come into TUI, try one season as childcare, you see, maybe I want to be a blue guide next season. This is opportunities, yeah, and we can, of course, within the company already look. But I think once you're in, then you can see how much opportunities there actually is. Yeah,
I agree, and it's a great opportunity for you as well to work in different parts of the world and get enriching with all the culture that is around you. You don't have to worry about time off or holidays. I think, from my part, I can say, and you guys as well, that TUI has a life-work balance as well. So it gives you the opportunity to move around and explore different roles, and this makes it a really good experience.
yeah, absolutely. Perfect. I don't see any more questions coming through at the moment, so I'm hoping
We answered all.
we answered them. Yeah. Hopefully we covered everything. And yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll see you soon here in Gran Canaria or in any of the other lovely destinations. Yeah, but I think if there's no more questions popping through, thank you so much everybody for tuning in today. Yeah, our YouTube live. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah.
Yep. Thank you for listening to us. And as Jarek said, hope to see you soon. Don't forget to check out our careers page.
Perfect. Thank you so much, everyone. Then
Adios.
see you soon.